So you know that moment where you're at the mall, right? And you see this perfect pair of shoes, ladies, maybe a red bottom, and you're like, oh, it's so beautiful. Or for the fellas, maybe it's, the retro Jordans. And you see these shoes from like a way across the way, and you're thinking, oh, they're so perfect. It'd go with this outfit I have. I'm gonna be looking all types of cute, all this stuff, right? And then you're like, oh, if I just had it, it'd make my whole life complete. Will it really make our lives complete, right? This is the question. I mean, this is a struggle we all have. So we get to the mall and we're thinking through these things and we're looking at these things and we're thinking that it's going to make us complete. But the question really that we're struggling with is this something that I need or is it something that I want? And that's what we're going to be discussing here today on Asefa Consultant Financial Corner. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is your girl Evie, just coming to you today with a little bit of information, just talking about the differences between a want and a need. And sometimes you can get those confused, so we're going to talk about it a little bit today. So if you guys remember Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Maslow talked about the base of his pyramid, that's our basic needs. And those were our physiological needs, kind of like our food, water, warmth, need for security and shelter and all those things, right? So as we look at our finances today, what exactly are our needs, right? What are the things that we do need to spend money on? And what are those things that we don't, right? And what are those things that we absolutely need to spend money on so that we can live to fight another day? Dave Ramsey calls these things the 4 walls. Number 1 is food. Number 2, shelter. Number 3, utilities. And number 4, transportation. And so now we've kind of looked at what our basic needs are. So let's say we're now standing at the mall. We've met all our basic needs, right? But we're still trying to determine if this thing in front of us really is truly a want or is it a need, right? So how do we determine that? How do we look at that? How do we tell the difference between that? So I'm going to give you guys 4 simple questions that I need for you to ask yourself when you're standing in front of that item to really determine, is this a want or a need? First question, will this purchase advance my overall objective, right? Your financial objective. Will this purchase that I'm about to make advance that objective? If the answer is yes, you might be looking good, but you have to answer 3 more questions. Number 2, is this item on my budget, right? If it's already on your budget for the month, it probably, might be a need, and that's why it's on there. Number 3, would my accountability partners agree with this purchase that it really truly is a need? Now that one is one that you have to kind of wrestle with a little bit. And last but not least, why do I need to purchase this? Really? And this is the hardest of the 4 questions that you need to ask yourself, but you have to be truthful with yourself to be able to really answer this correctly. So thinking through all of that, it kind of helps us to determine if it's a want or a need. And if you're still unsure, I want you to just simply give it 24 hours and walk away, right? Because if it's a need now, it'll be a need in 24 hours. So don't rush into buying anything. Take some time, think through these questions. Hope this was helpful. If you liked it, please don't hesitate to share it with friends, family members, co-workers, whomever. And remember, your finances don't have to be overwhelming. You can gain vision for your financial tomorrow. Love you guys. Have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.